summer vacation tried to be changed into the journey to Jaffna. Because what James said, summer vacation sounds like a hunky-dory, makes me happy, but it's a journey. Because the parent who went to Sri Lanka didn't come back as the same person, because he's different. He understood where he is supposed to be. So in that journey, the struggle was terrible for the poor man. So that's the journey to Jaffna. It's not, I'm telling you to buy a book and give it to your friends as well. I want the young generation to read this novel, to understand what is a generation before a Tamil man stood for. At the moment, even the Tamil young generation, me. They don't give a damn about others. Selfishness like anybody else. Not Param. He was an extremely educated, well British-minded person. When he went to Jaffna, the duty, that tradition, the way of life changed him to be, I am a Tamil. So Mary was shouting, you are not in Sri Lanka, but I have a duty. So he struggled from the love for his wife and the duty from family. So in the struggle, he is a heavy price he pays. So this is like my friends understood, because they are not Tamil, completely different culture. But by reading it, by reading Banks of River Thillai, hilariously funny, hilariously painful, how a village changed, not Param, the whole village going through the damn struggle. Here, a Jaffna man, that's it. And the family, and the duty, and the politics, and the struggle. So we are here, the Sri Lankan Tamils, don't have the depth of understanding of what is we supposed to be. We are having dramas, singing songs. Yes, that's a temporary pleasure. But working, understanding who you are, what is your duty to your family and your society and the planet on the whole. I mean, we are not alone. Every single vibration is connecting us. The air connecting us and the rain connecting us. So it belongs to all of us. So we don't give a damn. We have a car. We have a house. That's temporary. The feeling for others, feeling for the planet, planning for people, feeling for love. That's true. That's what we had to spread the news. So this novel, and whatever my novel I write, this always come through it. You had to live not only for you. You had to love not only for you and your family. Love is beautiful, mighty. So, but I'm trying to do this from this novel. But at the end, I don't know how you see him, this novel. So I hope the Tamil generation will read this novel. So here, I only have a small number of people. I told my friends, if I have 30, I'll be lucky, but I don't even have 30. Because I'm not a person to please people to write. I write about the depth of our feeling, where we are at the moment in society, where we were 40 years ago. So you had to connect to yourself, because that is life. When we read all writing, when you read the women of England fighting for slavery, I felt I was one of them. As 1770s, they started to fight. They didn't fight for them, they didn't fight for their right, but they fought for the right for the slaves here. So when they went to Russian Revolution to meet the women there, they told them, you all are fighting for yourself. To understand there's another humanity, don't have any right. Because these British women saw the men in chains in Liverpool and Bristol harbors. So they started the voice. That woman started the voice for the vote for all, vote for women equal right, then vote for all. I am one of the British women. So not only for Tamil people, I raise my voice for everybody. My soul stories tell. English girls in my novel, hilariously funny as well as Tamil novel. Because that's the way I see the world. People think I'm crazy. She's really old, pensioner. Why can't she? I don't know whether I wanted to stop. I will never stop. Because Rick was coming from last month, 2 requests, Eastern Coast. So what, English novel? Journey to Planet Mars, wasn't it? That's been published because I wrote it in our writers. That's loved by the young generation in Sri Lanka, an English story. Then I wrote Kadavul Kandanam because of Kandan, the English-born boy asked. Pope said, you don't have to pray Jesus Christ in Latin. He said it in 1960. Why can't people have to the temple and listen to alien language and pray? Why can't the God understand Tamil? If we are all God's children, why the God understand my Tamil? So that is the story I wrote. Because that's a question my children asked me. So they published it. Separated published it. Okay. These are the kind of things I write. Because I write what children questions, what their expectations, their anxiety, why other people have to go talk in their language, I can't, and this kind of thing. So I write because people ask me to write. People ask me to take a presentation to universities and organizations and meditation groups and things. Because I wanted to share what I'm learning, what is my questions about life, our existence, what we learn, where we are at the moment, because you know perfectly well the way we are going in the planet. God knows what our children are going to face in 20 years' time. So we had to stop. So these are the reflections in my writing. So the people who came to bless me, my darling girls, Navaratna Rani Pungove, and my niece, and Thambi Raja, and Ganga, Swellingam, Iyer, and who else came? I said my darling girl Kala and Rani. And all the way from somewhere, sitting here, Punidam, she is one of the ardent person. She comes to most of the meetings sometimes. She's miles away, she'll come. So that is the Tamil mind all about, because she knows the novel may have something. So we are not alone. It has something about us. Not only Jaffna person, every Tamil must read it because it's a Tamil mind, is a reflection of it. Anyway, thank you, Thambi House, to mention, because he's going to go to Sri Lanka soon to organize something else, I heard. But between time, he's organizing things. I know people didn't come a lot because it's a short notice, and also half of the people on holiday somewhere. And also there are lots of Sri Lankan activity going on in London. I'm not worried. I'm not worried because this is the way the book. And the person who is sponsoring the meeting is not here, Taryn Constantine. So thank you. I'm really, really grateful to my 2 friends. Without them, thought people, you all have to say thank you to these ladies. Without them, I wouldn't have published it. And she said, you must publish it. She said, we will publish it. Without them, I can't publish it. I can't. And seriously, I'm telling you, without Jeremy, I couldn't have organized Tamil Living Jackson Group, okay? Without my dear Jeremy. Do you know how hard he worked? And how he has to drag me to Ken Livingstone, Burley Grant, and you name the Tony Ben, and blah, 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 blah. I can't even remember those names, because he seen in me a changer of things. So we changed. The first huge organization for Tamil community, we did it with the help of Jeremy and Housing Association. Ken Livingstone said, not Ken Livingstone, but before that, Bernie Grant shouted at me. He shouted at me like a sister. One meeting I went, GLC, I was crying. I don't know anybody remember Kit was, because now he's not a Nepali, Kit was, remember?
Yeah.
He was a big person at the time. And they were having meeting to see whether my request for organizing housing for Tamil people, whether it will be okay or what. So these are, imagine the mighty men of London. Gary Grant, Ken Livingston, and others. That morning I got a letter from home, somebody died in my village. So when I started to look about Sri Lanka, I started crying. And Monica was shouting, "You had to be professional," he said. And Ken Livingston said, "Let her cry for a minute." Because that is our wonderful people of England, you know. That's wonderful people. They helped us. They are there. You had to work with us. We had to produce more books, more creations, because we are not alone. We are connected with love. We are connected with duty for future. So that's what I had to say. If I forget to say thank you to anybody, please forgive me, because one of the editors was shouting at me the other day because I didn't forget his name. I said, "I'm so sorry." So I'm not dementia yet. But it's not easy to remember everybody's name. And thank you. I didn't even know your name until now. Because I know, but he was my reader. You know, I think he was a teenager when he was writing Banks of Thames. He said,
Banks of Thames, yeah.
And some of the people are not here. They are lovely. And the girls, these two girls, I asked some other women to come. These two girls are here to support me. These are the true love in a sense. That's enough. You don't need 1,000 people to love you. The true love, proper love, you will feel. It will give you energy. It will give you inspiration. It will give you, I can do feeling. That's what you had to tell your kids. Because life is not hunky-dory rose garden. It has 4 seasons. My level is saying that somewhere. Here, a Tamil man, published why they loved it? Because love, duty, and the struggle he faced. Yet, he was a Tamil man. He had very close relations with 3 women, 3 different ideologies, 3 different countries in a sense. Yet, he is an old-fashioned Tamil man in a sense, because you don't do things, you don't do things. That kind of, olden days, I think most of the men are like that, I don't know. But the people I know at that time, they were different kind of people. So we are in a society, we are in the world